So dude, since next Jen is now the editor-in-chief. What you gonna be? What you up to? What you gonna be doing?
Dude, man, it's freed me a lot. I think I'm gonna become Pope.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna become the Pope.
Oh snap! Pope Charles!
Yeah, I like that.
All hail the new Pope.
As Pope, my first decree: video games, stop bashing them. Welcome to episode 25 of the Game Fanatics Show. Today we're going to be talking about our favorite video game Valentines, of course the top video game news, and Ryan and I chop it up about what our dream console will be. And I have an open letter to Sony from the Game Fanatics. If you don't know by now, I'm Fanatical G.
And I'm Rai Kayari.
Now, not only is this our 25th episode, but it's airing the week or possibly the day of Valentine's Day, depending on when you're watching this.
So snuggle up with your loved ones or just cuddle up with your viewing device and feel the love.
Feel the love. Ryan is definitely feeling the love. He's got a very special Fanatical Five for you this episode, so stay tuned for that.
So man, before we move on, what have you been playing, dude?
Man, I've been playing a lot of really, it's been my pile of shame. My Steam games. I've been playing Prototype 2, Arkham City, etc., man. Just trying to shove through my pile of shame. I've not really actually been playing too much games this week. I've been doing a lot of research on two really awesome things.
What up?
Three actually, a Valentine's Day present. But radar detectors and a DSLR camera for myself.
Radar detectors gonna get in trouble with the cops?
No, but I'm trying to upgrade mine, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I'm a very fast driver, got a new car, so it's really
so
need for speedy.
Dude, so
what have you been playing?
Dude, so I've been busy with work, so I've been playing my PlayStation Vita a lot. So I played some Corpse Party. So last week I was talking about To the Moon, which is made with an RPG Maker and made you cry. It's a really heartfelt story.
Feels.
This one, it's also made with RPG Maker, but it's scary, dude. You think a 2D sprite, not scary at all? It's very, very scary. I also played this. So I saw on Steam, it was this French game. It's called Ventoir. I can't pronounce it. It's French. But get this.
Excuse my French.
So get this. You walk around in an empty beach, and then you pick up conversation words. And then you take those words and you go to a cafe where you get hooked up with some other person and you play chess, and the way you move is you have to exchange words. Like, how are you today? Or, I'm having trouble with my wife. And then the left button makes you smoke and the right button makes you drink wine. It's so ridiculous.
Sounds like a really classy game.
Yeah.
Alright, now let's talk a little more about games. We're going to talk about this week's video game news.
Ubisoft announced that Rayman Legends, which was to be released exclusively on the Wii U late February, will be delayed and released in September for a multi-platform release. The reason for doing so is that so developers can have versions for the 360 and PS3 ready to release simultaneously. While this may be great for the overall audience, it left many Wii U fans disgruntled, for they are in a drought period for games, and Rayman Legends are already finished. And now they have to wait for another half a year to play? This has exploded all over the Miiverse.
In the majestic Northwest, where the wild things live, the masterminds behind what we know as Halo have done it again. Yes, Bungie. They've opened up a viral website for the next game, Destiny, essentially known as an augmented reality game. Bungie has been known to create these. We've seen it done before with Halo, and we are witnessing it yet again. If you're curious, my man Ennis has all the information that you need to know about this on the website.
Activision is releasing 3 new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games based off the new Nickelodeon cartoon series. They promise that these games will take gamers through interactive environments and action-packed adventures that do the show justice. No word on what these games will be, but the first of these games is scheduled to be released this summer. So grab a slice of pizzas and cowabunga, dudes!
Obsidian is pitching a new Star Wars RPG game to Disney. Now they're hoping that the RPG will take place between episodes 3 and 4. The CEO of Obsidian would like to use the stories of Obi-Wan and the extermination of the Force users, since that time frame is a lot more interesting. While this is all talk, we still have a nice set of Star Wars games to enjoy, like the upcoming Star Wars 1313, we're super excited about that, and the eventual Episode 7 games.
Time Warner has announced that the next game in the Batman Arkham series is coming out this year. What wasn't announced is what system it would be released on due to pending news of the next generation PlayStation and Xbox systems. This new prequel will most likely take place in the Silver Age of comics, with a story that sees the creation of Arkham Asylum. The Arkham series has been a goldmine for Warner Bros. Interactive and Rocksteady. If they do continue to make more of these, we suggest using this engine for the Batman Beyond universe. Terry McGinnis, the Bat Signal is for you.
Alright guys, we have a ton of new trailers for you to check out. Dragon's Dogma has new enemies. Gearbox and Sega try to hug you in the face with the new Alien Colonial Marines launch trailer. And get beamed up with the new trailer for the action game based off of the new Star Trek series. And more importantly, most awesomely, 11 minutes of Tomb Raider gameplay. Who does not want to hear 11 minutes of Lara Croft grunting and moaning? We also have more DLC news on the site. For more details, check out the articles on thegamefanatics.com. We'll be right back with the Ryan's Fanatical 5 and our discussion on what we want our dream video game console to be. And I have an open letter to Sony. I'm a very giving person. Stick around.
As gamers, we spend a lot of time with different video game characters, and we develop different feelings for them. Sometimes we hate them, we feel indifferent, we feel excited, sometimes we fall a little bit in love. Don't get us wrong, we know the difference between reality and gaming, and we're not gonna marry our Nintendo DS anytime soon. But here are our top 5 video game characters that we fell in love with. Coming in at number 5, Yorda from Eco. You know Yorda? We spent a lot of time holding each other's hands, and together we fought off monsters and, solved that windmill puzzle. We felt a little bit of electricity. Didn't you feel it? When I woke up in the castle, I was dazed, confused, and you were the only one that's leading me on. And that's why, Yorda, you're always going to be in our hearts. Number 4, Alex Vance from Half-Life 2. Hey Alex, I know you're skilled at hacking and breaking the Combine bases, but you just snuck straight into my heart. I didn't say a word, but I tried to speak volumes with my actions. You were there when I needed you, and you just struck that Combine right in the head. The only regret is that I want to tell you how I feel, but I can't, because I'm mute.
Lie still.
Oh my God. I thought for sure I was dead.
And in on number 3, Leon Scott Kennedy from the Resident Evil series. Is it his rugged, handsome good looks? Maybe it's his hair that doesn't get messed up? It's more than that. Leon's strong, reliable, and if you get caught up by nasty cultists, he's gonna fight tooth and nail to get you back. Of course, he has that nasty history with Ada, but you can forgive him for that. Leon, I don't need any more herbs, because you keep our heartbeats steady. And coming in at number 2, White Mage from Final Fantasy 1. The original Final Fantasy heartthrob, White Mage has been there since the beginning. We don't even know her real name. Sometimes we give her weird names. Hell, we don't even know if she's a guy or a girl. But without his or her help, we can't save the kingdom from a noble danger. Vital, loyal, and always humble, we hope White Mage would accept our Valentine. Our hearts were beating fast, but when we met you, White Mage, you cast slow. And our number 1 video game character that we want to be our Valentine, Garrus Vakarian from the Mass Effect series. Whether you played male or femshep, you had a place in your heart for Garrus. I played FemShep, and there's no one I want to curl up to than Garrus' hot, silicone-based body. Also, chicks dig scars, and a bad boy attitude. He's also funny, and can calibrate a mean space cannon. In the battlefield, he has your back. That collector sneaking up behind you, Garrus nailed it right between the eyes. Besides, if you played male Shep, you probably had a bromance with him anyway. Either way, we're getting him a Valentine. Well, that's our Valentine's Day picks. What's yours? Is it Elizabeth from the new Bioshock Infinite? Maybe that cute reporter girl, Elena Fisher? Or maybe James Sunderland? I heard he's husband material. So check us out on thegamefanatics.com and leave us a message.
Man, R.I.P. to Alien, Colonial Marines.
Oh, face palms.
Gearbox, we love you, but what the bloody hell? We're gonna go now and read a couple of reviews. It's a little. God, I'm way too emotional for this, but we have to start. We have to do this.
This is a healing process, so we gotta let it out. We're gonna read some reviews from Metacritic, and then we can get the healing process can begin.
Sure, it looks like the film on the surface, but you don't have to dig very far to find a game that fails to live up to the license. Computer and video games.
If Gearbox's quality scale has Borderlands 2 at one end and Duke Nukem at the other, Colonial Marines sits somewhere in the middle. PlayStation Official Magazine, UK.
Aliens are back in the video game scene, however. The game does little justice to the film series and lags behind in technical aspects when compared to current titles. LA PS3.
It has been delayed for more than a decade, and yet it still has parts that look that old and still not finished. Eurogamer, Sweden.
Alien Colonial Marines ODS mess can be smelled from low orbit, and only the most ardent Alien fans will find anything redeeming. Game Informer.
The whole idea was probably doomed from the very start, but this is a disappointingly slipshod effort. With a story campaign somehow feels more old-fashioned than the decades-old movie it's based on. Metro, Game Central.
Very sad. I like your accent though. It was
very cool.
It was kind of like British.
Not really. I don't know. It's my made-up accent, but
it's very sad.
It just goes to show you, dude. It's been in development hell. It's been there for a long time, but you gotta QA your games before you.
What the hell, Gearbox? What the hell?
We've been looking forward to it, but
what the hell?
We got a tweet from Taki Ore wanting us to talk about our perfect console. Anyway, last week we talked about the PS Orbis, the Xbox Durango, and now we're stepping outside the rumor mill and maybe into Never Never Land. So dude, what is your perfect console?
Yeah, Never Ever Land, here we go. Alright, so, I don't know, I feel like I really hope that new consoles are going in the direction of being more than just games.
Yeah.
You know, I was so excited about the rumor about, you know, the Xbox being like a cable box. And yeah, it made steps towards that. But, you know, my ideal video game console would be something not just encompassing video games. Because where we are now as a technological society, you have multi-functioning products. Mm-hmm. You know, you have smartphones that not only handle calls, but you can check your Twitter, you can do social media, you can watch videos, you can take pictures, you can shoot videos.
Yeah.
So that's what I want of a video game console. I want it to be multi-functioning. I want it to, you know, display the news. I want it to, you know, be a reader. I want it to tell me the weather. I want it to be an all-encompassing
So you
system.
get up in the morning, you just walk out to your living room, and it's like, Charles, here's the news today. Here's the weather. You should wear a jacket.
I think that if Sony and Microsoft could come up with a console that does something outside of video games, to where you don't just turn on your console if you just want to play a video game. You know, you can turn it on if you want to find out about what's going on in the news. You know, you don't have to turn on your computer. You could just like, bam, turn on your console and it's telling you the news. It's, you know, pulling up the latest, you know, greatest, whatever, outside of video games, because they do that really well already,
In some ways they do that, but not to the extent that you wanted it. I mean, I know now they're part of our entertainment system, like right there, right on the TV, next to your nice sound system, but now we have so much connectivity. We have our phones. That's right. I know the Xbox connects with Smart Glass, but we want to see more of that. Since basically with Dropbox or iCloud, everything is synced with my computer, and we want something like that on the console.
Dude, yeah. Imagine if you don't have to buy a PC anymore, and you could play PC games on your console.
Steambox.
Exactly. Steambox. So I think that's the direction. I know that's the direction I want games to go towards, because my gaming rig right now can pretty much last for the next like 4 or 5 years,
Same here.
top.
Same here.
And so if at that point, a game console is out there where you really don't need to buy a PC, you can you can Photoshop on your console, and at the same time you can do your word processing, check the news.
So you want a computer, but just I do want.
Yeah, because there's no point having a game PC and then a game console.
That's true.
Everybody's gonna hate on the fact that it's cutting out the PC gaming market, but if you could do both on one, why not just save your money?
That's true, because right now I've just been using my Xbox as a Netflix and YouTube machine, but everything I play on my PS Vita, or I play on my PC. So there you go.
Yeah. So I mean, that's also really your point. Me being the designer that I am, I want something shiny. I want something that looks cool. You display the news, do it really cool. Do it in a really nice, like, ambient way. I don't know. I want something shiny. I want something that looks cool. I want something that, if my girlfriend walks in the room, I can still leave it up because it looks cool and it doesn't look like some, nerdy whatever cluster.
They're all pretty slick, except for like the last, not the new Xbox 360, the old Xbox, the big white chunky one.
Yeah.
Well, not as chunky as the first Xbox, but I want something that syncs seamlessly through all my devices.
Yeah.
I do
exactly.
I do kind of like the whole I think Sly Cooper, the new Sly Cooper, does that, where I can play on the Vita, then I can play on the PS3. So that to a larger extent, and maybe I can watch something on my iPad or my Android tablet, swipe it, watch it on the TV.
Exactly.
AirPlay.
Exactly. I want something that's more intuitive. I want something that, I don't really have to, wait for things to load. I don't have to, wait for the console to come on. I want it to be really smart. One of the biggest things that I love about the PS3, as trivial as it is when I turn on my PS3 with my controller, my TV turns on. Simple, intuitive things like that. Or the Xbox will turn itself off if it detects that it's not displaying anything. Things like that. I want more intuitive, features built in. But I mean, all signs are pointing to the fact that we all want something that's more connected.
We want a supercomputer.
Exactly.
Face it, we just want a supercomputer that can play games
and
do Photoshop. So tell us what you want on your dream console. So don't forget to hit us up on Twitter, Facebook, Google+. Let us know.
Or just drop a comment.
Yeah, just drop a comment. Let us know what you want your perfect console to be.
What will your dream console be? Let us know. We have an open letter to video game giant Sony. We had composed a song to be accompanied by a really compelling dance number, but we're just gonna stick to this letter. Dear Sony, your marketing sucks. And we're sure you're trying very hard, and it's not intentional, but we wanted to write you this letter because we're huge fans of your consoles and games, and as previously stated, your marketing sucks. Instead of trying to fight to remain relevant in the mobile gaming scene by releasing a new piece of handheld amazement every year, save your funds and use that to market your existing lineup. Emphasize how cool and useful PlayStation Plus is, because it really is. It actually saves us money. So market that. To your credit though, you're great at online marketing, which is awesome. Kudos to you. But when we say market, we don't really mean creepy, really crappy baby ads or nuts. None of that. No CG bullshit. Show actual gameplay. Put more money into advertising your great third-party exclusives. Put Kratos on Coke cans. Make an Uncharted energy drink. Get your games out there. It's cool that us gamers know what a new God of War game is and when it's coming, but what about the non-hardcore gaming audience? Have any plans of capturing their attention? Get a better face. Kevin Butler's good, but he's a nobody. He's irrelevant. Michael, he was cool. But targeting your ads at the PlayStation Inner Circle, no. Again, how do you intend to garner the attention of someone who doesn't even own a PlayStation? And for the love of all that is good, announce Kingdom Hearts 3 already. Sincerely, the Game Fanatics. Thanks for watching this episode of the Game Fanatics Show. Are you on social media? Because we are. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and add us to your circles on Google+. And if you ever want to voice yourselves or anything we talked about, or you just want to be a part of certain things on the show, send us an email at podcast@thegamefanatics.com. Email us, tweet us, and leave your comments. We'll read them all.
And for more information on everything we talked about in this episode, as well as stories, editorials, and reviews written up by our Fanatical staff, be sure to check out our website.
Speaking of Fanatical staff, our comic fanatic Greg gives his thoughts on the latest comics, as well as a detailed look at Invincible, which he calls the best superhero comic that you're not reading.
You better check that out.
I know. We also have a review of the Fellows 73 CI Paper Shredder. Dude, I can't believe we freaking reviewed a Paper Shredder.
Reviewed a Paper Shredder. That's cool.
Awesome.
We are famous on YouTube!
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your overwhelming amount of views in our last episode and our Ni no Kuni video. We really do appreciate the love and support. Not only that, but old school episodes of the Game Fanatics Show go up on Wednesdays and Sundays. So dude, from sitting in the couch and filming to the studio, we've come so far, man!
Dude, it is awesome, man. We're also coming up with really cool, really new video content, including Oh Snap! You definitely want to check that out. Trailers and, of course, video reviews. Check out the latest video review of Devil May Cry DMC by Ben, aka Kirby Link. So don't forget to thumb us up and leave a comment.
Dude, so from all of us at the Game Fanatics, I'm Rai Kayari.
I'm Fanatical G.
Keep calm, game on.
Let's see. Charles, step in closer.
Yeah. Shooting at the viewers, that's awesome. Alright, there we go.
Hey!
Episodes 3 and episodes 4. The CEO Now the CEO of Obsidian. Dang it, I did it a freaking again.
You had it.
No, I said Obsidian. Okay, go up. I got it. I need to be. I'm in the zone. Just go. Just go. Rewind.
Where'd you get that flower?
Oh, yeah. Really cool. CEO of Obsidian. Damn, I messed up.
Cowabunga! Based on the new Nickelodeon cartoon series, and action-packed adventures that do the show justice. Damn it! What's happening to my voice?
Just dance.
Just dance. Sorry.
Are you starting over?
Yeah.
Start over. He was flying until he went country.
I don't know what the happened to my voice.
No country swag?
Boing.
Not now.
What up, y'all?
When you're off camera, all the twang you want.
You said a funny word. Time Warner has announced that the next game in the Batman series, as gamers, we spend a lot of different, damn it. And in on number 2, White Mage from the Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy 1, not from the Final Fantasy. Our hearts were beating fast, White Mage. Nope. Well, that's our picks. 9!
XOXO, Dolphin Blood. Dolphin Blood.
What's Dolphin Blood?
I don't know. The Fellows Z731 Paper Shredder. I don't know where I got Z from.
And for more information on every new, and for everything, breathe. Okay.
Yeah, we also have a review of the
Fellows 73 CI Paper Shredder.
Damn it.
Say it a couple times.
The Fellows Z3C.
No, it's not Z.
God.
73.
73.
Fellows, 73CI paper shredder.
You want to spell it out? Rewrite it, spell it out?
73CI. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. Let's take it for this. Let's see. The fellows, 73CI. 73CI.
73 CI. 73
Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Bala tu cuerpo, alegría, Macarena, Macarena.